Hello, Physics 1510 students, and welcome to the now digital Physics 1510. This is going to be an adjustment for all of us. I haven't taught online before. I'm going to be figuring a lot of this stuff out as we go in terms of how best to run the class, get you guys the information that you need, be able to do assignments and help everyone out. So I've been working all week to try to figure out good solutions, good ways to be able to do everything, and I'm going to give you all the information that I currently have worked out now, and we will move forward from there. If things need to be changed to make them better for everyone, I definitely will, and I appreciate any feedback if part of how I have decided to be running the class just doesn't work with our current environment. Please let me know. I want to make this as easy and pain-free as possible for everybody because the situation at hand is strenuous enough. So, for classes, we are going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the notes for every chapter. We're still going to do about a chapter a week. I'm going to upload the notes at the start of the week, before the week that we are working on them, before the week at hand, so that you have them, you can read them. I will also, as those go up, upload a video recording of myself to talk to everyone, and I will go through the notes, slide by slide, and work examples, provide information. It'll be an hour or so recording for the entire slideshow for that week. And my assumption is on or around Monday, your classwork will be to watch that, go through the notes, watch the video, and the videos will be designed so that you have the video with me talking on part of your screen, and at the same time you're also looking at the PowerPoint on a different part of your screen. And I will be, as I am in the video talking about each individual step, I will say, so now we're on slide 1, now we're on slide 2. As I'm doing that, you scroll through the slides to match along with me, and your Monday classwork will just be watching that. So we won't actually have an online class meeting on Monday. Monday you will watch the videos, write your notes, begin looking at your homework. Go ahead and start it, because our class meetings for the rest of the week on Tuesday through Friday, I will be hosting study sessions, likely through Google Meet. If Google Meet proves ineffective, I will find another way for us to do virtual classes, but for the time being, I'm planning on having 2-hour study sessions. Now, don't panic when I say 2 hours a day. The sessions will be 2 hours. I will be in my office broadcasting for 2 hours, 4 days a week. So, every Tuesday through Friday, I will be in my office from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So from 10 to noon, I'll be in my office hosting study sessions through Google Meet. The expectation is you don't have to be at every single session for all 2 hours. What I am trying to do is I am trying to provide you more opportunities, a large window of time for you to be able to attend about 2 to 3 hours worth of study session, so that if you have an hour's worth of watching the video slideshow and then 2 to 3 hours worth of being in the Google Meet study session, asking me questions, interacting with your classmates, all of us helping each other, that's equivalent to your usual amount of time in lecture per week. And now it's 2 hours a day. I will be here 2 hours a day so that everyone has flexibility. I'm trying to keep it in sync with what we would usually do for class meetings. So about every day a week, 10 a.m. is when most everyone meets with me. But I've extended when I will be available to noon so that, because I imagine you guys at home now have probably crazy with different schedules. So, and also all your other classes are going to be scheduling online stuff. So, lost my train of thought. Happens even in videos. So, the reason it's 2 hours a day, 4 days a week, is not because you have to be there every single time or for the full length. It's so that you can drop in and out as your availability merits. I will also be recording all of these study sessions so that, and I'll trim them down. I'll try to trim them down so that if there's just dead air where no one is there, I'll just trim that part out and it'll just cut to the parts where people are there and I'm helping them with questions. I'll be there working practice questions with everyone, re-explaining the notes so that you can ask me questions and I can elaborate on things. And so on Monday you will watch the original video I post. Tuesday through Friday you will drop in and out of study sessions. I recommend you be here for about 2 to 3 hours total to be able to ask me all the questions that you need. Every week, homework and quiz will go up on WebAssign as normal. This coming week we'll be starting Chapter 18. There will be Chapter 18 homework and quiz. I have also gone ahead and extended the Chapter 17 homework to this Tuesday so that everyone has time to consult with me about it once spring break is over. And so 17 homework will be extended to this coming Tuesday so that you can ask me about it. The 18 homework I currently have due next Sunday. So this coming week, we're going to be going through Chapter 18. On Monday, read the notes, watch the slideshow, go through it with the notes. Read the notes, which is a slideshow. Watch the video that I make as a companion to the slideshow. Then Tuesday through Friday, come to study sessions as you're available. That should give you everything you need to be able to do the homework. And so homework and quiz will basically go unchanged in terms of what you do when you do it. Obviously, labs are going to be a little bit different for at least as long as we are meeting remotely. The labs are going to... I will post a complete assignment towards the start of the week as soon as I can in the week. And in keeping with the spirit of working in teams for labs, you guys can work with each other on them. So if you work in a dedicated group of 3 people maximum, ideally, make sure everyone's names are on the one document that is passed into me. So I will upload a document that contains all the instructions you will need for the assignment. How we will do each lab is going to depend a lot on the lab itself and how we're able to sort of do that activity remotely. For example, this coming week, since Chapter 18 is about resistor and capacitor circuits, I will be giving instructions for everyone to be able to utilize a free circuit simulation tool that you can get through the internet. And it's a very useful tool. You can build an entire virtual circuit. You can measure the resistance and you can set the resistances of everything. You can measure the voltage across certain parts of the circuit. You can measure the current through the circuit. So it's going to be a useful way for everyone to be able to get the practice of building, arranging, recognizing circuits, and also measuring them and doing all the math. So this coming week, the lab activity will be using a virtual circuit building tool. As we get out of circuits, because the week after this one will start being about magnetism, how we're going to do the lab changes. It's just going to kind of vary week to week. And so I will do my best to upload very detailed instructions with each lab. Some of the labs might involve virtual simulations. Some of the labs might involve you doing an experiment on your own physically with readily available supplies. I will make sure that any experiment that you have to physically do yourself involves only things that you can actually reasonably get. And some of the labs might actually be miniature group research assignments, because I still want you guys to be able to work together on things, working problems, researching things. And so some of the labs that we do remotely may be little research assignments. Not a full-length paper, just You have questions, you're given a topic to look into, you answer the questions together, doing your own research. I hope that I have given as much information as I can here. Like I said, it's going to be a little fluid. It's kind of a chaotic time we're all in right now. I'm still figuring a lot of this out. I hope you guys can work with me on this so that we can all make this class what everyone needs to be able to pass, and we'll all get through this together. I will help get you guys through this, I promise. The school has decided there's a minimum of 3 weeks of online class, and the end of that 3 weeks is about Easter break. So if the school reconvenes, that would be on April 14th. April 14th is when class would reconvene in person if the school decides to reopen in that way. That's still up in the air at the moment. And so, just to give the wiggle room, to avoid saying one way or the other, we had previously scheduled our electricity test to be April 7th, Tuesday, April 7th. That's sort of at the end of that minimum 3-week period. To give ourselves just the flexibility and the wiggle room, I'm going to move the test till that next week, the week of the 14th, so that if the school reconvenes, we can have the test physically together, and that we don't have to worry about taking a test online. And if the school decides not to reconvene, that gives me time to figure out what I need to do in order to have the test remotely. So, test will be pushed to, at the very earliest, April. I wouldn't make it the first day back, so let's say at the very earliest, April 16th-ish, to give the school time to finalize if we're coming back or not, to give me time to figure out exactly how we're going to do the test remotely. Right now, we're going to focus on getting through regular lecture and homework and quizzes and labs. Thank you guys for working with me on this. Thank you for your patience. And let's work together to make this work. I believe in all of you guys. I hope you're all safe and healthy. Make good choices. Everyone, do your best. I believe in you. I'll post more information and notes as they come out. Again, still a chapter a week, and hope to see you all in the study sessions soon. When the way those work is, I'll send out a Google Meet link every day as the session opens up. Drop in and out as you're available. Have a great day, everyone. I will also post this written in text. See ya.